the second, ahead of number 46, Jeffrey Worth, in a Nissan 210. The small but well-behaved group took the green. Worth led the charge up the hill, followed by Cooper and fourth starter, number 74, Randy Zimmer, in an Alfa Romeo. Worth led the first lap, but Cooper stayed on his bumper as the first four cars pulled away from the pack. Cooper got by Worth in turn number one as number 64, Bill Gilcrease, put his Mini ahead of Zimmer for third. Over Zimmer, who was pushing hard to catch the leader. On the last lap, Zimmer suffered left rear suspension and axle failure and had his hands full nursing the car around. Zimmer limped the ailing Alfa to the flag, spinning across the finish line in one of the most spectacular finishes in runoffs history. The GT5 is the class of SCCA's smallest sedans, but it is still tight racing. A rule change added 100 pounds to the tiny Mini Coopers in order to even the competition. Last year's runner-up, Jeff Worth, number 46, took the pole driving a Nissan 210. On the outside of the front row sat defending D-Sports Racing champion Travis Duder, trying his hand at GT5 in last year's winning Mini. At the green flag, Worth led Duder and the field up the hill. But Worth and Clinton were several seconds ahead.
Sounding like a pack of angry hornets. A small but determined field of GT5 cars lined up for the starter, led by the Nissan of David Schauer. The number 19 Fiat of Detroit's Bob Thomas showed the way in G production with a blistering qualifying time. More than a second behind Thomas was Tom Mankin in an Alfa Romeo. But as the field made their way through turn one, the second row of Jack Brock and Melvin Allen found themselves duking it out with Armour and DiGiacomo. Back to the front of the pack, it was Thomas leading Mankin and the others through the Road Atlanta S's. Thomas would not hold the lead for long, however, as valve problems forced an early retirement. An enormous 34-second victory and the gold for Texan Tom Mankin.
Our G production field were hoping for a better start. Experience was the name of the game at the front as defending champion Tom Mankin, number 86 of Bel Air, Texas, put his Alfa Romeo on the pole. Alongside him was runoffs regular 70-year-old Colonel Joe Hauser and the number 47 Datsun Roadster. At the start, Mankin led the field cleanly through turn number one. On lap number 9 as a heavy attrition rate had knocked 6 cars out of the running. A 3.5-second lead was enjoyed by Mankin on lap number 11 as he was constantly chased by Prather. Positions held as Mankin repeated his national championship with a 7-second margin over Kent Prather.
It feels great every time. I tell you, everyone is the best one, and this was really hard because I had a car right behind me the whole time. I knew if I made one slip, he was going to get me, so I had to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. The car just ran super all day long.
Reichenbach took a well-earned third in his first ever drive at Road Atlanta.
But Paul Spruell, coming all the way from the 11th spot, is closing. Spruell is putting the hurt on his tires as he tries desperately to reel in the leader. They now run the entire course side by side, and the crowd is loving it. Spruell tries him again on the front straight and has him going up the hill. The last lap, and Studdard makes a last-ditch effort for the lead, but comes up short and will have to settle for the silver medal. The national championship and the gold medal go to Paul Spruell of Atlanta.
Reimer, number 80 in second, and Lane in third. 98, Pete Peterson put his Toyota Corolla on the pole 0.6 of a second ahead of the number 95 Alfa Romeo of Dino Crescentini. The fast-moving pack of 26 took the flag, and Peterson led the charge to turn 1. Crescentini dropped into second with number 12 Mike Lewis in third. After several laps of close racing for the top 3 positions, Peterson pulled to a several-length lead as Crescentini had a similar distance over Lewis. The front 3 were running 15 seconds ahead of 4th place, number 53, Don Meluzio. Crescentini got loose in turn 7, but didn't lose much ground when Peterson's engine missed a few beats in the chicane. On lap 10, Crescentini spun in turn 3, but got back on course in a distant third. Continued in third, 15 seconds back. Peterson got loose in with Mike Lewis a close second, and Dino Crescentini in third.